episode of the Sean Farrell podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ died and he rose again. Let's get into it. So I've been seeing I've noticed that a few of my friends, people I used to work with, they've been really having a really hard time lately. And this one friend that I used to work with, not going to embarrass her, who shall remain nameless, asked, I asked her if she was doing okay. And she said, "No, Sean, I'm not. I've been having thoughts of suicide lately." Okay. And so, working for 988 Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Whenever you have callers who are at that edge, no, it hits hard. It does hit hard, but it just hits even harder when you know that you see friends, people you used to work with, maybe even family members going through the same exact thing. Okay. And it just hits a little bit harder. And so I talked about this in a short Instagram video that I did. I said this. I said, for anybody out there who are at that edge, who are struggling with suicidal ideation, depression, anxiety, whatever it may be, hey, you matter. You are loved. And don't let anybody ever convince you of anything different. You matter. You are loved. Okay? Don't let anybody ever convince you of anything different that you are not. Okay? Because to the people out there watching, you matter to a lot of people. I matter to a lot of people. Remember a few videos ago when I told about my friend and her husband were checking on me, okay? And he said that they worry about me all the time, okay? Now, and I said that if that doesn't show me that you don't matter, okay, then I don't know what more has to be done to convince me that I matter to people. Okay. So, yeah. You are loved and you are matter. You are matter. I said you are matter. That's a blooper. But, yeah. You're loved. You matter. And something that I forgot to mention, you are more than enough. Okay? You are more than enough. You matter. You're loved. You are more than enough. Don't let anybody ever convince you otherwise, okay? Now, I don't know what the situations may be of people who are struggling with suicidal ideation, severe depression, anxiety, or whatnot. Um, I particularly don't know the situations that some people, that people who are going through it, that led to them feeling like this. But hey, there's a rock. I always keep this rock at my desk. Hey, I encourage you. I really encourage you. Just call 988. Okay. I encourage you. Just call 988. Okay. Just call 988. All right. And I said this before and I'll say it again. People who are dealing with these types of things, they don't need solutions. They just need somebody to listen, somebody to understand, somebody to have empathy for them, be compassionate with them. Okay? They're not looking for solutions every time. Well, yeah. They're not looking for solutions. They just want to be understood. And yeah. Okay. And so I'm gonna say this again. You matter. You are loved. You are more than enough. Okay. Do not let anybody else tell you otherwise. Okay. You matter to a lot of people, to everybody who's watching this. You matter to a lot of people. Okay. You matter to a lot of people. You are loved by a lot of people. And you are more than enough to a lot of people. All right. For the longest time, I've thought that because y'all hear me talk, okay? Sometimes I speak in broken tones, broken sentences, because I have a speech problem, okay? I have a speech problem. And sometimes it often looks like that I'm talking just fine. Then when I go back and look at the footage, nah, I'm not. But often talking in broken tones, still struggling to get hit through words. And so, but I think it's apparent that the way that I talk really doesn't matter to you all, okay? And so doesn't mean that I have not worked on it, okay? So I'm trying to talk a bit more slower, okay? Because I remember something that my speech therapist told me while I was in grade school, okay? Something my speech therapist told me in grade school. She said, hey, whenever you're talking, just slow it down. Just slow it down a bit, okay? And that's what I've been working on, okay? I've forgotten it sometimes because I find myself talking fast when I'm making a point. when I'm making a point. I found myself talking really fast. Okay. And so I forget it. But doesn't mean that I'm not working on it, okay? Anyway, point is this. I'm just going to leave you all with what Michael Irvin said, okay? That is similar to what I said when he went into the Hall of Fame wide receiver, Michael Irvin for the Dallas Cowboys. He said, to those of you who felt like that you don't measure up or ever wanted to quit, he said, look up, get up, and don't ever give up. Okay? Look up, get up, don't ever give up. Okay? You are enough. You are loved. And you matter. Let me just close by saying this. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. Let me close by saying this. Don't let anybody ever convince you otherwise. Don't let anybody ever convince you that you are not loved, that you don't matter, and that you are not enough. Okay? Don't let anybody convince you otherwise. All right? And look up, get up, don't ever give up. All right? All right. Peace out, y'all. God bless.